Okay, start by going to apachefriends.org and look for the correct version of xampp for your machine. So I want Windows, and if you scroll down the page you'll find method A, installation with the installer. That's the method you want, but don't click on that, because if you do you'll get into a whole loop of complicated adverts that try and add on a lot of other things to download. So scroll down the page until you get to this one here, xampp for Windows. Click on the installer and you'll be taken to SourceForge, and you see this xampp download will start in 2 seconds. Now if you get taken off and asked to download something else, which it's very easy to do, just go back and try again until you get to this point. Okay, once the software is downloaded you can see it on the screen here in your download list, maybe on the bottom left in some browsers. Double click on the installer, click OK, click Run, wait for it to do its stuff. Select English. And this is the correct folder for it to go into, so take that one and select Install Apache as a Service, install MySQL, take that one and off it goes, and it will take a little while. So we'll get back to that when it's finished. Okay, once xamp's finished doing its stuff, click on Finish, and at this point you might have trouble if you've got Skype running on your computer or another server system. So just keep an eye on what it says. Looks okay. Slow on this computer because it's a little netbook and it's running screen capture software. That will be quicker on most machines. It's starting. Okay. Yep. Let's have a look at the panel, and you should see running and running next to Apache and MySQL or MySQL. Now to check that it is running, if we minimize the window there and go into Firefox and type in localhost /phpMyAdmin, hit the enter key, and this is the page where you add and delete and browse databases. Now, despite the fact that we chose English, it's come up in German, so we'll just change the language to English. And you're ready to go. Okay, you'll be wondering now how to use the software to run your PHP. If we take Activity 6 as an example, I've put a solution to Activity 6 on my desktop here. There it is there. If I open it from there it won't work. It has to be in a particular folder inside the server software, and that folder is found by going to My Computer. Double click on the C drive, look for xampp, open it up, and look for htdocs. This is the folder that you must put all your scripts into, and I'm going to drag Activity 6 into there. And at this point you might be tempted to double click on it and expect it to work, but if you do that you'll maybe see what happens is you see a bit of a mess. There's some of the code appearing on the screen there. And that's because it's not running through Apache, it's just running through the Explorer software. You look at the address here. So what we need to do is visit it in the correct way. So if we get rid of all this stuff here and replace it with localhost, activity6.php, push the button and there you go, that's it now running. And the nice thing is that I can make changes to the file quite easily. Go to htdocs, right click on here, open this with an editor. Let's just open it in Notepad. And I'll change Alastra back to plaster. Save that. Go back to view it in the browser. Refresh it. Oh, change something else. This is the solution where it's sorted. So that gives you an idea of how easy it is to run your code. A few final things to bear in mind. One is that there's a lot to learn about this software, and it probably is best left till the end of the course before you have a look at it in depth. But something that you should remember now is that this table that you see here is live on the internet, and anyone who can guess or happens to know my IP address can see this, and they can also access some of the services that are currently available. So to prevent that from happening, to finish off with, you should visit the security panel. And if you have a look at this panel here, it lists all the things that are unsecure about the current setup, and you should work your way through these one at a time and make it secure.